The hunt for Nigerian coaching job continues. The Nigerian Footballer Federation is trying to get a technical advisor to take over the Super Eagles. Now, there are a whole lot of lists that they are making. We have rumors of Steve McLaren, that the assistant coach, now assistant coach of Manchester United, Ronald Harves, and other names that is going to be coming up. They are going to making this list to find out who is best suitable to take Nigeria Super Eagles to the next level. I'm here with Nonso to talk about the list and some of the rumors that we are hearing. Now, Nonso, the Nigerian Football Federation, they came out when Finidi George was there. They were saying that they need a technical advisor. Finidi George got angry because why are you going to do that? You are trying to bring in a boss over me, just putting me as like
it's
a
like
celebrity.
Putting him as a babysitter, and he doesn't want a babysitter ahead
so he
of
resigned.
him.
Now we are now looking for a technical advisor or a coach. Now you know the list now. Who do you think that will be suitable for this job based on the rumors we are hearing?
McLaren, for me, did a 1-year term with the English national team. Didn't do well that period. That was between 2007 or so, 2006 and 2007, after he left Middlesbrough. After leaving Ferguson's side of an assistant coach for Ferguson from 1998 till about 2001, when he decided to go on the coaching job himself. From 2001 to 2006, he was coaching Middlesbrough. He won the League Cup at that time, did well with Middlesbrough, went to coach England, and from there came back to Man United, went on to coach Newcastle, I think, at some point.
UEFA Cup, he was a runner-up for Middlesbrough for UEFA Cup.
Now, I think he went on to coach Queen's Park QPR. And you look at his record as a coach, he was a good coach. Not a fantastic coach, not an amazing coach. He was a good coach. He was one of the great coaches, but he didn't get to that mark because of the level of clubs he ended up coaching. And after all the long run from 2001 till 2019, he came back to Man United to become a coach, a backroom coach, which is not good enough for his reputation. So I think going for a coach who is now a backroom coach, who is not seen in the limelight as the head coach of a team, would be a no-no for the Super Eagles. Now you look at the other players or other takers in that list. I would say Renard House would be a fantastic coach for that position.
But he's still coaching the female Olympics team.
Now look at why I said Renard. Morocco was not in the World Cup since Morocco has not qualified for the World Cups since 1998, and he came to Morocco in 2016, Renard, and took Morocco to the World Cups in 2000 and I think that was in 2018 World Cups where he took Morocco to that World Cup, and before then he coached Zambia in 2010, 2011. He was fired. And after 1 year, he went to coach Angers and came back after a year and won the 2012 AFCON and was named manager of the year for that period, and went again on another clubbing spree, then came back again and coached Ivory Coast and won the AFCON again with Ivory Coast, making him the foreign manager to win two AFCONs.
He won with Zambia, I guess.
Yes, he won the first one with Zambia on his second spell with Zambia. Now, the first spell with Ivory Coast, he won the AFCONs again. That's one with Zambia, one with Ivory Coast, 2012 and 20. I think it was after 2012. Stephen Keshi won it with Nigeria in 2013. That was the first time we had a back-to-back AFCON where they did 2012, and in 2013 they played another AFCON just to balance the books, balance the calendar and all of that. Now, look at his record from country to club. He coaches a club side, he's not getting past the top 10. He's not getting into the top 6. He's coaching the countryside. He's taking countries that you don't expect into quarterfinals. Talking about the Ivory Coast in the last World Cups in 2018. Sorry, Morocco in 2018. Now Ivory Coast also in 2015 and went to the World Cup. Now there was something he did in the last World Cup that got me surprised. Everybody said this coach should be one of the world's best coaches, but I believe he's not. But he can only take a national team side and do great with them. Now he took Saudi Arabia just after 3 years. In 2019, he took the job of Saudi Arabia in 2019 after he was being sacked by Morocco, and he went to Saudi Arabia. And look at what he did with Saudi Arabia. The record we have at Saudi Arabia was he beat Argentina in the World Cup.
He didn't come out from the groups.
Now understand, look at the group. You know, there was no way for him to come out from that group. But look at what he did with the team. You understand? When he went to AFC, the Asia Football Continental Cup, Asia Football Cup. Look at what he did there. He did good with Saudi Arabia as well. Within that 2019 to 2023 period when he was in the coaching seat.
Now the rumors now that there's a rumor that Nigeria can't afford him.
That's the thing. These countries, when you've gone to Saudi, I'm not sure anybody can afford you anymore. Is this thing with
The money is too much.
Man, the money in Saudi is just too much. I believe anybody going to Saudi or going to anybody that after playing top football around the world and you go to Asia, just know you're retiring from there because nobody.
He's not coaching in Saudi now. He's with the French national.
That's what I'm saying. When
team.
you go all the way around the world, you would have to take pay cuts, significant pay cut, to take a lesser job. And now with the women's team, they know they have a shot at the Olympics, so they want to pay big. The French team, the French FFF want to pay big. The French Football Federation will want to pay big, so they want him to be in that area because of what he did with Saudi Arabia, what he did with the men's team at Morocco in 2018, what he did with Ivory Coast and all of that with other African nations. Now they want him to implement that in the women's team for France going into the Olympics and the World Cups, the next World Cup. You understand? So it will be maybe a significant 30% pay cut. But if he's coming back to Africa, trust me, he'll be taking more
pay cuts,
more than 50% of the pay cut of what he took in Saudi.
So if you are looking at these two options that we have now, Steve and Renard, who do you think that is best suitable for Nigeria? Who do you think can take Nigeria to the next level?
I think if you're looking at them in the age bracket, you have Steve, who is 63 years old. He's good at what he does. He brings players up. He trains players. You saw the likes of him pointing out the next big thing in Man United under Ferguson and now under Ten Hag. He's always finding a way to implement tactics with the young players, and I think he's going to be good for that aspect. But if you're talking about strength, ginger, you need someone younger, and that's in the likes of Renard. Renard is a young coach, 51 or 53, between 51 and 53, who has this ginger around him.
His passion for the game. His passion for the game.
And even when he went to, I think, was in Namibia or so, when he went to coach Namibia, come on, we know Namibia will not qualify for quarterfinals of any quarter competition, but he took them there. Now, there's this bald-headed man that's also on the list that I don't want to talk about him, the Belgium guy, Saint Fit.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Saint Fit is the third name on that list I'm looking at with the record he's had so far. Gambia. Coaching.
But he has not really won any trophy.
That's what I'm saying. Coaching. Come on, taking a Gambian side to the AFCON quarterfinals 2 times.
It doesn't matter. We did progress.
No, it's still the same progress. Finidi now. People are saying Finidi only coached Super Eagles for 4 games. No, Finidi only coached Super Eagles for 2 games, in which he played a draw against South Africa and a lose against Benin Republic. Those are the only 2 games I see Finidi on the sidelines as a coach. You understand? The other 2 results before Finidi took over was what's the name? The Pesero got those results with 2 draws against Rwanda and the rest. Getting a draw against Lesotho, getting a draw against Rwanda. Now Finidi came in and played a draw again against South Africa, which means South Africa is a top opponent, so you won't take away the credits to Finidi in that
loss against Benin.
But that loss against Benin was like, he was supposed to send a message. We are deep, because Garantro before that game said, I know the Super Eagles, this is what they play like. I coach this side. This is what the attitude on the pitch is. This is what they play like. For a coach to come out and say something like that, and you end up doing exactly what he says, means you don't have a message to pass across. Now, for me, I felt like Finidi George should have at least tweaked the setup a bit. Send a clearing message to Gareth Rowe that you want to coach this team, but it's no longer your team. Just like what Frank Lampard did to Mourinho against Chelsea against Tottenham Hotspur. If you see that game, Mourinho, it was a case of master and apprentice. Frank Lampard played for Mourinho, was the player and was one of his small boys. And Mourinho was like, I know what Chelsea will play like. I trained this coach, I trained this team, I coached this club, I coached these people, I know what they will play like. And Frank Lampard met the Tottenham side with a different dimension. And they took the game to a different level and sent a message to Mourinho that we know you coached us,
but they didn't. But
we are sending you.
Lampard didn't last.
No, see, understand the message now. I know you coached us. I know you are our boss, but we are sending you a message that we've grown past you. You understand? So with South African case, it was just the rivalry of Amapiano rivalry and Amapiano and Igbo Piano and Afcon Piano, who has the new beats. That was the rivalry, and maybe the ballot, what's it called? I won't say Ballon d'Or now. The Grammy Award the South Africans took ahead. So I think from AFCON till this friendly or to this qualifiers, it was just like a beef of music. So you wouldn't take it serious. But now look at the footballing aspect. You needed the message to send to
now
Gareth
Finidi
Rowe.
is not here now.
Finidi is not here now.
Making progress.
So
What's
making
the
progress now, you need a coach that has a different tweak. In that regard, I would say bring in St. Fitz. Maybe mix him up with somebody like Olise on the side. I wouldn't say Emmanuel Amunike would not want to take the job on the sideline as an assistant coach, no. And I would not give him that job as an assistant coach. If you want to give him the job full time. Emmanuel Amunike, Olise, and the rest of them of that class, don't give them the job as assistants. They are grown past that level.
So personally, if you are the president of Nigeria
NFF now,
NFF,
or the Ministry of Sports, this is the message to the Ministry of Sports directly now. I think you go for someone different. These names on this list has been in this coaching job for a long time. The person handling the under 23, what's he doing? Imam Makapaba, what's he doing there? Bring him to the senior team. He has trained with these people, these same players in the senior teams now. Played for the under 17s.
Because he works with Spain.
It's not that everybody's trying to. It's not that everybody's trying to promote under 21 coach, under 23 coach. It's about having a system in place. Super Eagles have done it before when they went through to bring in Finidi George. Not Finidi George. When they went through the ranks to bring in Stephen Keshi. Homegrown talent went to Europe, excelled in Europe, came back and started coaching the under 17 and club footballs. Now it's implementing what you learned from the foreign-based football into your homegrown talent. That's why you know why Nigeria has more export talent than every other African team. It's because when we come back, we grow this talent, we see this talent, we support them, we teach them, and we export them to do wonders. But at the long run, those talents don't end up coming back to help. You understand? So you need to nurture this talent, send them with the mindset that if you make it out there, come back to your roots. And that's why whenever Victor Osimhen is in Nigeria, you see him playing ball in the streets of Lagos.
So we should
this is the message you need to be passing across.
We should just promote that under 23 coach.
I remember Marco Papa is doing a good job. He did a good job with the under 17s. He's doing a good job with the under 23, under 21s. Give him the job.
Okay.
Perhaps maybe bring in an Emmanuel Amunike, give Emmanuel Amunike the job full time, give him Amakaba. These are two smart coaches. Put them as one and number two. Either ways, flip it either ways. Anyone can be number one. Just the two of them as head coach. Don't put ranks between them. They will get you a good job. They will get you good results.
Okay, that's how we have it. I hope the NFF will listen and get us somebody that will take us to because we need to qualify for the World Cup. We need to qualify for the next Nations Cup. We don't want stories at all this time. We must play the World Cup next one, no more stories.
See, people will say
anything what we could do, no, we'll do them.
No, you see, people will say we must play the World Cup. I still hit my hand on my chest and say Egypt, Morocco did not go to the World Cup.
Yes, but we need to play the World Cup.
Morocco did not go to the World Cup from 1998, they were not there. 2002, they were not there. 2006, they were not there. 2010,
they are not Egypt.
I'm talking about Morocco now. They were not there. When they now went there in 2018 and 2020, what happened?
They reached the quarterfinals.
Exactly. So you sit back, take your time, and build.
We need to be there.
Remove yourself from this 2026 World Cup and focus on 2030.
That's your
and
own,
maybe
no,
if you get
a good coach, with that, please.
Maybe if you get a good coach that would see things through 2026, 2030, when you get to the World Cups, you should be assured of winning the World Cup.
No, I'm not. That is your analysis. I don't understand that. But for me, for everybody in Nigeria, we hope that we qualify for the next World because we need to be in this World Cup. We cannot be missing back-to-back World Cup because Morocco and Egypt didn't go to the World Cup. For me, I don't even see it as a way to move forward. But now we are a big nation. We are a big footballing nation. We have one of the biggest exports of players in the whole world. We should be in the World Cup. Let's hope that the NFF will make a right choice for Nigerian Super Eagles to take Nigerian Eagles to the next level and be in the next Nations Cup and World Cup. See you next time.